Yo, what is up, everybody? Ezekiel the Third here on the Twitch stage here at New York City Comic Con. And I got my boy Don Fuvar, but more importantly, we have some Troma people.
Wow!
You're about to get traumatized out there.
Troma.
I got my new friend.
Yes.
Lloyd Kaufman, how you doing?
I'm Mel Brooks. Come on, what are you talking about? But I'm not
I
Mel
loved
Brooks.
Men in Tights.
Yes, I was right now. Thanks to you, buddy.
Absolutely, man. Hey, it's
And
a
look who's
pleasure.
sitting next to me.
Who is sitting next to you?
Catherine Cochran, star of Return to Nuke, a.k.a. Volume 2. It's woke.
It is woke. It is very woke.
Corcoran, though, right?
Corcoran.
Catherine Corcoran. All right.
Remember that name. Just saw myself.
And we're gonna do just a quick cattle call here because I'm not kidding you. Like on the list today, it was like we're gonna have Lloyd Kaufman, and that was it.
It just said Lloyd.
That's it.
It was like Lloyd.
And then he brought the whole gag, and I was like, that's more like
You know?
it.
Well, Lloyd Kaufman takes the Troma team everywhere.
He has the biggest entourage in the business. It's
And that's not the only biggest thing I heard.
yeah.
the nose.
The nose, right. So we're gonna start right back here. We're gonna go down this line, and then back this way. So starting with you, yes.
Hi, I'm Amanda Flowers, or Tromanda, and I'm a Tromette at Troma Entertainment.
Nice.
Yeah, you can clap for it, absolutely.
Amanda Flowers.
Looking good,
That's
looking hot.
incredible.
Hey y'all, my name's Dylan Mars Greenberg. I'm the director of a new feature film called Reagitator, which stars Mr. Lloyd Kaufman, the incredible Amanda Flowers, and Purple Pam.
Yeah! Troma!
So happy to be here with Troma.
I'm Purple Pam. I am a rock and roll singer, but I have a lot of music, and I'm an actress in Troma films. And I also came up with the Toxie's Elixir.
Ooh. And we will be trying that. Don't worry. We will be trying that in just a minute.
Elixir? Hardly know her.
Hello, folks.
Boo.
I am Sergeant Kabuki Man, NYPD.
Yeah!
Yeah, right on.
Yeah,
Man.
Pookie Man.
Beautiful
Back to the
Zero.
pre-show.
He's got his own.
Absolutely. Okay, and I am Troma's very own Toxie, the Toxic Avenger.
Yeah, Toxie! Go
The
Toxie.
first superhero from New Jersey and your friendly neighborhood creature of superhuman size and strength. Here to traumatize everybody.
Yeah, Toxie.
Love it.
My name is Monique Gata Dupree. I'm also a Troma actress, four-time Tromette, and very proud of it. And I'm also a wrestler for Tommy Dreamer's House of Hardcore.
That's a hardcore.
Yeah, Monique Dupree.
Oh, hi, I'm Mandy Cat Katana, Tromette Catatonic, and I've been playing with Troma for 3 years now.
Yay! Thank you.
So this seems
Hey,
like...
we don't pay these people to come. All your other celebrities have to pay people to do all this, right? Troma team.
I have frequently paid people to come.
We do it for the
And
love of Troma.
I
We do everything together. That's right.
was just going to say, I want to say this seems like a better family than I even grew up with.
It's family entertainment, right, Catherine Cochran?
Oh yeah, it's super family friendly. But no, for real, it
It's
actually.
the Manson family. That's the only problem.
No, but actually, like a lot of people, a lot of the Troma people and people I know through Troma are some of my best friends to this day. Lloyd and Pat, I've become, almost second parents to me. They're absolutely incredible and super supportive. And my co-star, Asta Paredes, who is also in our films, I was in her wedding. I mean, we really are a family.
Return to Nuke, a.k.a. Volume 2. Catherine is amazing in it, and it's a courageous thing to do because it's a Troma movie.
Yeah, yeah. You have to be brave to be in a Troma film.
You bet.
That's not a stretch, right?
Nope,
I'm not.
They're all controversial.
Yep.
I don't know if everybody here knows what Troma is, but people go to the theater, they know they're going to love the Troma movie, like The Toxic Avenger, or they may hate Tromeo and Juliet, written by James Gunn, the creator of Guardians of the Galaxy and director, writer, or they may just totally explode when they see Return to Nuke, a.k.a. Volume 2. It's an adventure in the cinema. It is not baby food. You can live on baby food.
It's very
Troma
politically aware.
Very politically aware.
Yeah.
We're the political jalapeno on the cultural pizza,
No,
right? Not baby
no,
food.
that's very true. I mean, Lloyd in particular, all the films that Troma distributes, but Lloyd in particular is very self-aware. He knows what he's saying, and he's a brilliant satire artist. He makes you think, he makes you question, and that's why I think this is the longest-running independent film company in the United States.
Yeah, 42 years.
Well, thank you, Catherine.
For being,
Cochran.
yeah.
See how nice? Isn't that great? And Catherine's in some big movies now. You know, many famous people have come out of Troma.
Oh,
Right?
absolutely.
The South Park guys,
Yeah.
James Gunn, Eli Roth, Samuel L. Jackson, many, many more. Oliver Stone, Vincent D'Onofrio.
Oh, there's tons.
Abraham
It's
Lincoln,
amazing.
Everybody came out of Troma.
If you go back and check out some of the Troma films, you'll go like, oh my God, really? That's holy shit.
Well, Catherine's on her way. She's now, Trent Hager's on his way with a 68 kill with Matthew Gray Goobler. The
So-
Troma is a factory of talent.
Tell me about Return to Nuke 'Em High, a.k.a. Volume 2.
This is a 7-year project. We did Volume 1 and
Okay.
Volume 2. And Tarantino, actually, at the Sitges Film Festival in Spain, suggested we both had a movie there. I think Romeo and Juliet was there, and he had Reservoir Dogs, something like that.
Right.
And he said, you should do something, Lloyd, you should do something grander, bigger. So when I saw Volume 1 and Volume 2 of Kill Bill,
Right, yeah.
I decided I would be pretentious and make 2 volumes.
I heard
I
that-
mean, I decided I would spend 8 years on a pièce
Oh,
de
shots.
résistance, which is magnificent.
I
And
heard
it
that-
does deal with all the issues of today. What are some of the issues, Catherine Cochran?
One of the biggest issue I think that we cover, especially in the first and second, is LGBTQ rights. And we also talk about the unfortunate nature of our food industry right now, what's been going on with genetically modified foods and the corruption within that system. We talk about government corruption. We talk about bullying. I think that's something that in Volume 2 rings a little truer than in Volume 1, is that Zach, played by Zach Amico, who's a fabulous comedian. He is kind of a nerd in the first one, and through that, in the first into the second, kind of gets enthralled with this kind of aggressive cult-like thing. And I really do believe that it shows how, you know, the tormented can become the tormentors, and is a real way to preach tolerance, which really what is Troma other than a place for all of those who feel unwelcome or like misfits to go and be able to learn and grow and become filmmakers. It's
Absolutely.
possible.
Well, the first time I saw a Troma film, it opened my eyes to the fact that, like, you can make these films. Like, it's okay to make these films. There's a place for people who have just the weirdest, most outlandish ideas, and there's a place to be welcomed.
Why are you holding my hand?
It just, it felt
I'm
right.
married, you
It
know.
felt right.
You know.
I'm sorry. Honestly,
Feels good.
you have very
Feels
soft
good,
hands.
yeah.
A little cold, but soft.
Well, I'm a senior citizen. Anyway, felt real good.
So you are, one of your projects, whatever, is playing in London. Is that right?
Well,
Toxie
Toxie,
live?
Toxie, tell us about what's going on in London.
All right, so.
Whoa, Dolphin Man's here.
Dolphin Man, everybody. There we go.
Man.
The peanut butter to my jelly. Oh, absolutely. So,
He has his own film. The film that's had more film festivals than any movie is Dolphin Man versus the sex lobsters. It's been in about 12 movies.
And you're in that.
All these people are in it, and he turned down the New York Film Festival. They wanted it.
Award-winning.
It's been, I think it's going to Toronto.
Too big of a star. That's really the reality.
So congratulations, John Brennan, who couldn't be here, wrote and directed Dolphin. You can see
Super,
Dolphin
super
Man.
talented,
Can you see it on Troma now?
Yeah, I believe you can see it on Troma now, Troma's live streaming service, which rivals that of Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Prime.
All
easily.
world premieres. But Toxie, tell us about what's going on in London.
I would love to, Dad. Thank you. Okay, so right now I have actually one of the most popular plays going on in the UK right now, which is Toxie, the Toxic Avenger, the musical. And it's been one of the best reviewed plays out right now.
Who
in
wrote the
UK.
music, Toxie?
Oh my God! It is
Bon Jovi. Who?
Yes, actually,
David Bryan. Yes.
David Bryan, absolutely.
David Bryan of Bon Jovi, New Jersey, right?
Yes.
New Jersey,
that
the
Jersey
underdog
pride.
state.
Jersey
It
pride.
still is.
It still is, and David Bryan loved Toxie. He saw it when he was 12 years old, and he decided he wanted to make a musical, and now it's in the West End of London.
Absolutely. He's actually
it's
an honorary
great.
Toxic
Really
Crusader now
good.
as well.
Very subversive, but more mainstream than the movie, if you can believe it.
That is fucking fantastic. I'm so excited.
Oh, no,
Even in Jersey, man.
Fantoxic.
I love it. Speaking of toxic, I want to try some of that sauce now. Can I try? What was the name of it
Purple
again?
Pam, come on down.
Toxie's Elixir.
Toxie's Elixir. She brought some.
Try some
and
of my
it's-
Toxie sauce. Let's do this.
It would be
Zeke's been
categorized
talking
as
about-
hot sauce, right?
I just call it Toxie sauce. I know you've been excited, like
It's
Toxie.
beyond
Put that
Toxie.
Toxie
All right, hold on,
sauce
hold on.
in my mouth.
Yeah,
I'm gonna let you do
taste
this.
some of my
I'm gonna let
sauce.
you do it
Put
to
all the way
me.
open.
Now, not so much that I can't swallow it.
Open wide for my sauce, sir.
Just the tip of the sauce canister.
Say
You'll never take a knee
No.
again.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There it is. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's good.
Nice.
like a man too. Yeah. Put some hair on your chest.
Wow, that's really good, actually.
Yeah, Purple Pam.
That is fantastic.
Elixir.
What is it called again?
Toxie's hot sauce.
Toxie's Elixir hot sauce. Where can we get that?
You can get it at hotsaucewillies.com.
Hot sauce what?
Hot sauce Willie's.
Willies.com.
Hotsaucewillies.com. You can get some toxic sauce. Sorry,
Oh.
I'm spitting.
How? Yeah.
Now let me tell you.
Pam, is it not available here at the Great New York Comic Con in booth 429, along with the Troma merchandise and the skateboards and the pacemakers, all the wonderful things that we've licensed?
What booth was that again?
Everything Troma at booth 429.
429.
429.
It's unbelievable. It's,
Absolutely, man.
It was a buying, like a feeding frenzy today. We have no more skateboards.
Let me tell you, that sauce, it had this tang like immediately,
A toxic
and now it is burning the inside of my mouth,
Those are the
and
Troma
I
times.
feel like all of my tongue buds are tingling all at once and crying.
They call that the
You
toxic
look like
tingle.
you're in silent
Crying with-
pain what
right
happens
now.
when
What's
you
that?
watch Troma film?
You look like you're in silent pain right now.
Oh, but it's such a good pain though.
Yeah, those
It's
are
a
the
good
Troma
burn.
times,
Much
baby.
like
Just
how
let it
you
flow.
feel
Just let it
when you
ride.
watch
Just let it
those
ride.
films, am I right?
That's how you feel when you watch the films. Yeah, it's a good pain to watch these films. Sure,
Yes, hurt so good.
absolutely.
I think every one of Troma's films from now on should come with Toxie sauce. Toxie's
I think
Elixir.
so. I think so.
You know?
By the way, you can see every Troma film up until last year for free on YouTube. Troma movies on YouTube. And we're giving away our entire library of 44 years to you fans who've been so nice to us all these years.
Wow.
So go to Troma Movies and subscribe, and every week you'll get an email about the additional content that we're putting up. So all the classics, the cartoons, Doggy Tales. All
The
these
cartoons
things.
even.
Yeah, everything. Everything's free. And only the world premiere movies, those are on Troma Now, which is $4.99 a month. So all 800 of our movies eventually will be free, except for the world premiere movies.
And where
That's
else
amazing,
can you
man.
get that? You
Questions
can't get that
for,
anywhere else.
for Monique Dupree or Catherine or Amanda,
Yeah, there is-
Amanda Flowers.
Lloyd wanted to open up to anybody who had a question. Anybody have a question out there?
Anybody got any toxic questions?
Got any toxic
For
toxic
the Lloyd
questions?
Kaufman. Now is your time to speak. Their tongues are burning. They just want the toxic hot sauce. They want
Yes,
that
sir.
toxic
Yes,
elixir.
sir.
He's got a question.
How long does it take you to do a feature?
Well, with Return to Nuke High, each movie was about 24 days, but there's 2 or 3 months before that to prepare. So the whole 2 movies, probably 60 days. The nice thing about filming on digital, is you can interrupt and film stuff while you're editing, because I make a lot of mistakes. So with 35 millimeter, we couldn't do it. So I would say we used about 60 days, but at least 3 or 4 months of time, and then a year before that to write the script. So we don't take ourselves seriously, but we take our movies very, very seriously.
Yeah, Lloyd's process is actually quite genius. He has you rehearse for about a month before you even go up and shoot anything, and that comes from working on 35 millimeter and working on film. But because now he shoots digital, and I believe the Return to Nuke High series was the first time
That's the
that you had
first
done
digital
that.
one I've directed,
Yes.
but we've
We've done
produced some
other-
others.
yes.
Yeah. Father's Day is a great one. A digital movie that Troma produced
Yes.
by Astro 7, terrific movie.
But because he did that and because he applied the traditional filmmaking technique of rehearsing beforehand, we were actually ahead of schedule a lot of times during production. And it created this bond within the cast and crew. So we were able to improv and knew so much what we were doing and and I think it really showcases. I mean, a lot of the jokes and things were stuff that we all kind of came up with together. Again, like Zach Amico, who's an amazing, amazing comic, was just on Comedy Central, was able to really kind of showcase what he can do. A lot of the Cretans were able to really develop their characters.
And of course, we
showcase what
watch
they can do.
Twitch TV constantly.
Yes, constantly for
No,
inspiration.
we take
All
all the
time.
jokes.
That
That's
was
right. We write
exactly how we
everything
did it.
down.
Absolutely.
That
You'll see
Twitch
a
and
lot of-
Troma, the TNT, Twitch and Troma,
Yeah,
the
Dynamo.
combo.
Oh, yeah.
That's the
Match
new
made in heaven.
That's what
TNT.
that song is actually about. People don't realize.
They
what
need
it's
to.
actually about.
Because it's
But,
dynamite.
oh, the AC/DC song, the TNT, Twitch and Troma.
Yeah.
That's what it's
Match
actually
made in
about.
heaven, man. That's
People
what I'm saying.
People just got confused, but it's really about this.
No, are you listening to each other? I'd love to have a Twitch Troma marathon. I don't know how it would work.
toxic marathon?
They'd have to edit some of the parts for TOS purposes.
I mean, I
not
love-
the language, but
yeah.
some of the parts.
Some of the parts,
multiple
some of the
cuts.
parts they might have to work on, but I
Yeah.
feel like 42.
Well,
Like, can you
we
imagine the
have TV
promo for
versions.
that?
We have TV.
42 years of
Yeah.
Troma TV in one continuous stream. All 40 plus years of Troma's television broadcasting will be streaming for the next few months.
Yeah.
Some of them actually have multiple cuts. I mean, I think.
They have TV versions, most of
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Oh, that's what you were saying. Oh, yeah, we could totally do that. Did you have a question? Did you hear it?
Favorite
You
Mel
want to
Brooks
know your
movie?
favorite Mel Brooks movie?
Well, I have to say the favorite and I'm wearing a Brooks Brothers coat right here. This Brooks Brothers right here.
Same guy. You
Mel
know
Brooks.
that?
Shout out to the bros.
The Producers is our anthem, I have to say, right? I mean, Michael Hurst, my partner of 44 years. But you know what's sad is Blazing Saddles couldn't get made today. Producers couldn't get made. None
No,
of
they
his
couldn't.
movies could get made today. If he was making movies today, he would be making Volume 2 of Return to Nuke 'Em High. That's the Mel Brooks of today. Volume 2 of we're carrying on. But it's not politically correct, unfortunately. And that's what Mel Brooks has been talking about recently. You couldn't make Blazing Saddles today.
It's incredibly hard to be an independent filmmaker, particularly in this marketplace, where I think the statistic is 92% of what we read, watch, and listen to is owned by 6 major media companies. So for a company like Troma in particular and Lloyd to be able to sustain themselves, have never been bought out by something else, have never sold out and always made the films they wanted to make is honestly incredible, because it's become impossible to be an independent with your own voice in this age of media. The same thing with Twitch. It's the same thing.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Catherine.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more, man. I'm a little saddened, but
This gentleman here.
oh yes, sir, go ahead. Ooh, he wants to know
Virtual reality.
if Troma will ever enter the world of virtual reality.
Well, Troma was the first studio to have a website, first studio to be online, CompuServe. And
oh shit, CompuServe,
Dropping
dude.
that CompuServe shout out.
Take me back.
yeah, so you know how far back we go. So we've always been ahead of the curve. Movies of the future. The first VR movie stars the Toxic Avenger. It's called Heart of Fartness, and it is magnificent. It takes place in Panama with the Kuna Indians. Toxie goes through a midlife crisis, and it's a first VR narrative movie with a real narrative movie that's both a comedy and stars the Toxic Avenger.
And you were in that?
Amanda Flowers
Grab
starred.
a microphone. I want to hear what that was like.
Well, in that movie, the Toxic Avenger had a little problem. He wasn't his normal sexy self like he is right there, but I don't want to give away the plot or anything. I play Toxie's wife in that movie, though.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. So
Tromanda's amazing in that movie too. Terrific.
So you told me you had something special. Did you have something special?
Yes, Kathleen Cochran would like to give you his things I've been.
What's in here?
I've
Wait,
been-
what's she giving us?
It's not duck egg, not duck egg.
Keep digging.
In
Keep
there.
digging.
I don't know if I.
Oh,
What is it?
Catherine, what do you have in your magic Show the cameras.
Breathe,
It's
let the
beautiful.
breathe.
That's nice and warm.
It's nice and warm. It's my favorite.
This is what, Catherine Cochran?
These are 2 DVD copies of the Troma classic Romeo and Juliet, which actually just screened at the Museum of Modern Art here in New York as part of their Shakespeare retrospective.
Are you serious?
Who wrote it? Who
Yeah,
wrote it?
that's
That is
it.
amazing.
Who wrote that, Catherine?
Oh, James Gunn of Guardians of the Galaxy actually wrote this film. It's
James
fabulous.
Gunn,
If
who
you are a
wrote,
fan of
directed
satire,
Guardians of
if
the
you are
Galaxy?
a fan of Shakespeare, all the important parts of the film are in iambic pentameter, which is incredible. It's really well done, and so we would like to gift this to you because we understand your intellectual.
Oh my God, really?
Yes.
Wow, Catherine Cochran, thank you so much.
Thank
Smells like
you,
Lloyd
Lloyd.
Kaufman.
Thank you for
Unbelievable.
doing them for. And,
What's
you know,
that?
Smuggling them into the venue.
I'm vegetarian, not to worry.
No, I thought I smelled kale. There's some kale in there.
It's from the Fartain of youth. Or Fartain of pea youth. Work with me.
By way of a recap, tell us where
So
we
you
can.
were asking what's next? What are
What's
we doing
next, baby?
Well,
What's next?
we're going back to Shakespeare, as Catherine knows. We'll be doing The Tempest. Shakespeare's Tempest presents Troma's Shitstorm. So we need some investors. If anybody wants to be a patron of the arts, we're climb aboard the script. We have a first draft, and we're slowly, John Brennan producing, Pat Swinney Kaufman producing. If we get lucky, we may be able to woo Catherine Cochran back in. Maybe Twitch TV comes in with us.
Dude, I would be.
Right?
I'm on that. If you just need an
Next
extra
summer,
stand
we'll
in the
film
back,
next
somebody
summer.
get puked on or bled or
Yeah.
anything like that, I'm in.
Cut off any limbs, I volunteer my limbs as tribute.
Yep.
Oh, thank
Well, let's
you.
do it.
Always need
Look
to-
at
And that what's the name of that again?
The Tempest by Shakespeare. Troma's Shakespeare's Tempest presents Troma's Shitstorm.
Shitstorm.
Shitstorm. That's the entire title. But the Museum of Modern Art did present Romeo and Juliet 20 years too late, but at least they finally figured out it was great art. That's good.
They also premiered Return to Nukem High Volume 1. Return to Nukem High Volume 2 premiered at the Museum of the Moving Image, but Volume 1 premiered at the Museum of Modern Art as well, alongside Wolf of Wall Street and Blue Jasmine, some really amazing films as part of their Contenders series. So they really do acknowledge, and as well earned to acknowledge Lloyd's ability and his talent, even now.
Thank you very much, Catherine Cochran.
It's amazing, man. Tell us, okay, where can we find all the stuff that we want to watch?
Well, go to Troma Movies. It's all free. And if you're subscribed, you'll get an email telling you what additional material is going that week. If you want to spend $4.99 and help the James Gunns and Eli Roths and Samuel Jacksons of the future, subscribe to Troma now and see the amazing movies like Gut Boy, the greatest puppet show since Peter Jackson's Meet the Feebles. All world premiere movies and curated movies. Troma now, first month free, then $4.99. And you're helping Troma. We don't do Patreon or that stuff. You get movies if you help us. You get movies all month. Now, the other thing, of course, is that Return to Nukem High will open in New York theaters toward the end of the year. John Brennan, exactly when and where will we be opening Volume 2, Return to Nukem High, a.k.a. Volume 2?
July 2018 in New York City.
Radio City Musical? I don't believe it.
Yeah, Radio City
Wow.
Musical.
Oh, my God. It's so exciting. No, keep an eye out because toward the end of the year, John is booking theaters now. We're just not sure what. And if you live in a community that has a movie theater, tell them to play this movie. It's better than most of the shit they're showing, really.
He ain't lying, man.
We have a heart and soul in this movie.
It's a better
have more
movie
fun
and
at
a
this
better
movie than you
time.
will
I
at
guarantee
most
it.
Yes.
Well, Lloyd Kaufman, thank you so much for
Oh,
coming
one
out.
more
I'm going to hold your hand a little bit
question.
more. We don't have
Oh,
time
man,
for another
that's-
question. We got other guests to do.
Oh, yeah.
But thank you, Troma,
We'll
for being here.
down there.
I appreciate it.
429,
Thank you for
Troma.
having us.
Check it out. The return
Thank you, Troma
to the
team,
return to
Troma.
Nukem High. Stick around. We got more.